My name is Xavier and welcome to Xwynns, breaking a scientist out of jail, was it? I can't quite remember. What I do remember though is that this is Liberation 2 in Western US, and so this is a very important strategical mission for me because if I can get this done, I can queue up everybody on Intel, we can find a Liberation 3, and then we can maybe even liberate Western US, which would be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I desperately need more supplies, so I do want to get this done, even with very high risk. In fact, even if I had to sacrifice Xwynns to make this happen, I think it would be worth it. So it's very light, tactically speaking, so we're gonna do the same thing we always do. Let's move up, be very careful not to... Why do I see the HP of this gas station? That's really weird. Anyway, be very careful not to blow concealment by mistake here, so we'll just run up into like areas where we know there's no civilians nearby. Whoa, look at this wanted poster. It looks like they double want Henry. It's like Henry, Henry, Book of Eons, Book of Eons. Wow, that's weird, right? Oh, also Henry and Book of Eons. And this time it looks like double Dayan? What a weird wanted poster assortment. Anyway, let's go down the street here towards the end of the map and see if we can sneak directly in to the objective. Again, not coming up here because there could be stuff here, so avoiding it. Run out in the street, up to the car. Looks good. We saw most of this stuff, so that's clear. Sounds like there's a mech directly up here to the left. So I'm just gonna run into the open, see if we can find it. Yep, we found it. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this was very... Oh wait, is that 4? No, I think there's a 5th one in there. And this is the end of the map right there. That's the last tile. So let's go up here to the window.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Into a location we can go straight up the ladder next turn and get out of here. I'm a little worried if there's a drone. Yeah, there is. But you know, drones aren't as bad. I could have sworn I did slow-mo already, and yet it's not working. Slow-mo 1.3. Drones aren't as bad as sentries. Or sentry, at this stage of the game, sentry M3s have like ridiculous vision. So, alright, now I need to think. I'm on top of the objective. Basically, the VIP is down here. Oh, this would be where a shape charge would be beautiful. Just shape charge the wall here and run the VIP directly out. Unfortunately, I didn't bring a shape charge. So how the heck am I gonna do this? Let's develop a strategy here. So the VIP is in this room. We can hack this. I remember this layout. There's a door here and there's another door here. So there's no way though. Maybe if we hack this, get over to the door, and then the next turn with Varnick, we can actually, or move Varnick back up to the roof with grapple. Does he have grapple, I hope? Not Varnick, Xwynns. God, I'm getting all confused. Xwynns does not have grapple, unfortunately. But if we get Xwynns up to here, we could then Oscar Mike, and I think it will hit the range down here at the door to the VIP, who could then dash all the way out to the extraction point. So, that's going to be the plan. As such, we're going to need to get as close to this drop-in point right here, so we can go down in there and next turn, and hopefully there's nothing in there, but it did sound like more mechs, either inside or just out back. So let's pop Ghostwalker now. And then I'm not really sure, I'm not going to be activating the thing this turn anyway, so let's just drop straight down the ladder.
Good copy. Moving on target.
That's the least chance of activations. It looks good. Oh, bloody hell. I can't do it next turn either. Alright, that's fine. We'll come over here. Oh, it does sound like there's mechs, like, right outside. And also a sectoid, like, right out the back here. Anyway, up to the jail cell. I'm not gonna hack it this turn, because then we won't have any movement left, so let's just Overwatch. I'll do it next turn, and then probably move Xwynns up to the ladder, and the VIP over to the door. This is the strategy. We hack.
Working on the door.
Ooh. Large cache of alloys would be so fantastic. Do I need 10 intel right now? I don't think so, but boy, would I like 20. Actually, you know what? Let's go for the intel. Nice. I'd kind of just made like a sudden snapshot decision to do that at the end. 10 intel's better than no alloys. Alright, now. Oh, I heard definitely a pod out here and a pod right there. So here's gonna be the plan. As soon as the game lets me control stuff, there we go. Xwynns over here near the ladder. Hopefully nothing comes in and blows his concealment. VIP over here to the door. I'm gonna go directly on the door so that next turn, actually then again, if I were to come up to these steps, I could just run up here out the window, and that's even closer. So let's do that. Let's move this VIP. We'll dash him down the street here. Slow-mo again, because it just shut off. And I can't remember if I have Ghostwalker active anymore. I don't think so. I would have used it 2 turns ago. So how far can this VIP get? The answer is not far enough. But you know what? We can just hack this right now. I think something needs to be done about this. Oscar Mike... Command. Oh wait, before I even do the command, let's pop conceal and then command. I mean, you have to understand that during development, the command ranges were so short that it never made— look at this ridiculous range! It never made sense to take Oscar Mike, because you couldn't actually command anything. But now that I see the power of Oscar Mike, and we have range— oh, it was a sectoid commander though. Wow. M2 mech, stun lancer, sectoid commander. Holy pod. Another M2 mech. This is just an insane amount of stuff. Well,
VIP secure and in position for
something definitely needs to be done about Oscar Mike command. Because it's a little bit insane on missions like this. And like I was trying to say before, it wasn't something we ever noticed before because Oscar Mike never had the range to work, so no one ever took it. Plus, it was much deeper in the tree against something else that was much, much better. All right, now I am actually going to have some difficulty getting Xwynns out here. Because we don't have— maybe if I had grapple. No, I don't think grapple would make any difference. I think the smart plan is to take a really, really, really wide berth here. There shouldn't be anything else in the map because there's, what, up to 12 enemies, and we just saw, I think, 11, so that should be it. So why don't we come all the way down here, really far away. We do have concealment up. Oh, hello, mech. Oh, okay. That mech is on a mission. He seems to know exactly where to go. If I drop down in the wrong tile here, where is that mech? Like, he ran right underneath, right? Yeah, he's actually right here. So if I were to come down over here, I don't think anything will see me. You know what, let's just use Ghostwalker to be safe.
Going dark.
And let's come actually on this tile first, and then out to here with the first move. Oh, hello! What the heck is this guy? Is that a commando? I wanna like pretend I wanna shoot at him. No, a shock trooper. He's purple. Interesting. I don't even know what those things do. But let's get out of here then.
Okay.
Wow. We actually are gonna have some difficulty getting all the way over there. I mean, I guess I don't necessarily mind having the VIP easy to get out if it was hard to get everyone else out. But that's generally not the case. Xwynns should have no problem with this. Next turn we can just dash out. Well, it was a little bit more dicey than usual, but really not very dicey at all. And we out. It's a success. Boom. I think the plan would be like having a pod in yellow alert. Oh, right. Flawless victory again. Anyway, having a pod in yellow alert on the objective on extracts would be really interesting. They'd just be sitting there overwatching, so you couldn't just dash someone right past 50 enemies and have them not do anything. That's my thought on it anyway. Let me know if you agree/disagree in the comments down below. But let's go do— I think the next mission was a 3-man something. 3-man extract or destroy relay or something. Let's go find out.
Certainly impressed, Commander.
Another 21 missions, 8 kills, 10 intel. Very nice. Another scientist, because we needed 15,000 scientists. Okay, new staff. Yep, boom. Now, one thing I do want to do now, Liberation 3 will be spawning here, and if Liberation 3 is an assassination, then that's generally pretty easy to handle. However, if it's a destroy relay at this stage in the game, they're pretty hard. So I'm gonna put everybody on intel so we can detect Liberation 3 as soon as possible. And indeed, I'm gonna kick Mosi out here and we'll assign that new scientist we just got. I probably should have— oh, was it Caleb Murray? We'll assign him in, and that'll increase the value of everyone's intel production by 20%. and then we'll scan there on top of all that, giving us 4 additional rebels. So that's 11 rebels with the scientist. Do we have a radio relay here? I think we do, so we have another 20% from that as well. But we do have to finish this for 2 turns. Let's just finish this up first. Oliver Walker recruited in South Africa. Wow, I have 3 rebels now in South Africa? How did I get so many rebels? Why are they on hiding instead of recruit? Okay, well we got 11 now. We're almost back up to... How did I get 1 over here in West Africa? Okay. Alright, this is the region that I'm looking for the... 1, 2, 3, 4... I have 5 people on intel. And this is actually counts as half of a person, so 5.5 is, I think, good. Is there any other regions where I have... Yep, apparently New Indonesia has... How did I get 8, 2, and 1? Where did all these people come from? Wow, we're going all out on intel in this region. I don't remember this. Did I set this up like this? Let me check New Indonesia really quick. They're at 5 strength, but didn't I already do a Liberation 1 there?
No new supplies coming in.
Yes, I did.
We'll need to seek out new means of replenishing our resources.
God, I really wish Bradford could just be deleted from the game. Meanwhile, though, let's put everyone here on intel. This is almost certainly going to spawn a retaliation. That's 11 people on intel. Maybe then I should probably give Axel Ottoman either not this job, because she's probably going to be involved in defending it, or give her some gear. So let's find if there's anyone else better to put in. Actually, Izgatora would not be bad for the time being. Why don't we set him in instead of Axel Ottoman, because I'm almost certain there's going to be a retaliation here we're going to have to deal with, which of course means I have to kick him out of the squad. Okay, boom. Izgatora's in. I forget what he had for gear. Speaking of, there's a new test. I don't have the build yet, but there's a new test version where you should be able to equip liaisons right here when there's no, like right now I can't do it just because they're liaisons, but in a future build, assuming it works, should be able to equip them while they're scheduled as liaisons. Anyway, whatever, that's good enough for me. Now then, who was the liaison over here? Nobody. Alright, let's finish this up. Uh-oh. I really need to start thinking about that black site. Very, very soon. Okay, there's another one. Wow. What was that, 3 seconds later? Let's finish this up. Eastern US, I contacted. Very nice. We have 5 rebels here. What's the strength? 3. That's actually a fantastic region. And I know there's also another facility here too, if I can ever sort that out. So why don't we put Mosi in over here for now, whoever he is. I still need to really import a character over him. Let's go full intel. Actually, no, let's go 4 intel, 1 recruit to avoid an intel mini-raid. Then again, it's strength 3. I don't think intel mini-raids can even spawn. And then let me think about this facility for a second here. Alright, I thought about it, and I'm going to, as soon as Izgatora is done, or was it Varnek is done training, we're going to send 3 people in there. 2 shinobis and 1 technical. On a tactical operation of grand import. Meanwhile, we scan over here and we have alloy plating now. Alright, do we have any other things geared up for the proving grounds? I don't think so. I do really want to do plasma grenades. Where are we on being able to get the bonus to reduce the cost? Oh, I think all I needed to do was contact or build another radio relay in Africa. And to do that, I'm looking at... how much money? 250 supplies. Yeah, I kind of want to do that, but now is not really the time, so let's find something else that's cheap. Alright, and the thing that's cheap is going to be laser sights, but I need 30 supplies. Let's go drum up $10 really quick at the market. And while I'm there, why not drum up a little bit more than that? Alright, we got 1,000,000 troopers. I don't really want to sell too many of them, but that's enough to do probably a few things. Looks good. Boom, done. $65 worth of troopers. And now then, let's queue up the... what was it, laser sights? I wanted to get advanced laser sights for everybody. Yep, laser sights. Boom. And back to scanning. And then we're off to a mission.
Western United States.
I think anyway, what's the plan here with this mission? We are at 103% now. We're at light activity. It was a jailbreak with 3 people. Yeah, we should just do this for 3 more days, then we'll run it. No reason to do it sooner. Something just paused. I don't know what. There's nothing being infiltrated. Oh, good lord.
The aliens are
West Asia.
On the Avatar project.
Well, we're almost at the
Taking
point.
out that facility would deal a serious blow to their efforts.
Can someone please make a mod that deletes Bradford from the game? The entire game. Delete it. Varnek still has 5 days. Okay, I mean, they just did 3 pips, so they probably shouldn't get another 3 pips in the next 5 days. We'll just keep waiting for Varnek. A smash and grab, 4 days, 10 hours, light. This could be good. I've wanted to do one of these for a while now. Let's see what we can do. It looks like I can't do a whole lot in 4 days, 10 hours on this sort of mission, so we're just gonna let it pass. I don't care so much about the vigilance spiking here, but whatever. I don't want to spend intel to boost it. What do we have here? Extract VIP, another scientist for an intel package on a 2-day, 2-hour mission. I could probably easily do that. The problem is, I'm just sick of doing these easy, like, one-man missions. So I'm gonna pass on it. Fighter walls, okay, hacking attempts are double cost, whatever. What's this? Ooh! This... Sergeant Yi Ma Technical. A light moderate extract with 5 days. I definitely want to do this.
Setting course
However,
for Indonesia.
I did want to send Varnek and Izgatora off on a mission, so who can I send to do this extract? And the answer is Izgatora. 1 hour, or 1 day, 17 hours. He can get this done before Varnek's even done training. So off he goes. I had to pull him out of liaison duty, so I put Axel Ottoman back in, because I'm sick of screwing with managing the buttons.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Okay, so while that's going on, back to the
Setting
western
course
US.
for the western
We'll scan
US
for a few more
precinct.
days. The Avatar clock is definitely getting up there. What about this? Scientist Emma Jackson recruited from South Africa. That's insane. I have recruited, I think that's the 4th scientist now from a liberated region, from that liberated region. 8 scientists I have, okay? Why don't I recruit engineers, for God's sake? I actually need some of those. A new target in Mexico, what is it? We don't really want to get their attention here, I don't think, so we'll pass on that. Another new target. This one over here, ambush troop column, 5 days, 1 hour, heavy. That's a lot. Let me go take a look at it, actually. This could be very important. Wow, advent strength 9? I mean, we're getting to the point where there's probably gonna be another invasion, so getting rid of this troop column would be good. This is something I'm gonna gear up. I'm gonna bring a really good squad, and I'm gonna probably boost it to get that strength down from 9 to 8, and then maybe I can do another one later and get it down to 7.
Setting course for the East African sector.
And here's the squad, but before I get into it, I need a ton of supplies to upgrade all kinds of weapons and armor, so off to the black market we go. Alright, shield bearers, we probably don't need so much. Same deal with the officers. Elerium cores, I bet we could sell at least a few. And then troopers, we could sell a whole bunch. We can just keep selling them. I wish they were on sale or whatever, but they're not, so we'll have to deal with it. What else do we have a lot of that we don't need? Berserkers, 12? I think those do those crazy stim packs. We'll see about that, but for now, $247 confirm. And then also, I want to buy some alloys. $216 though. That's like all the money I just drummed up. But I'm gonna need it if I'm actually gonna build anything, so let's buy it. And then we'll sell even more stuff. Alright, let's sell a few Elerium crystals. I'm very, very, very poor this campaign. We'll sell a couple officers, I'll sell another shield bearer, I'll sell another 5 troopers, that's fine. What else can I even sell? I don't think I need this many berserkers, let's sell a couple of them. And it looks like most other things, I don't really... I guess I could sell the shard guns, I don't really need them. Yeah, let's do that, boom, sell both of those. And then I feel like I still don't have enough money, so I think what I'm gonna do is maybe even sell 2 more Elerium cores. Okay, $215, that was an insane amount of stuff we just sold, but now I can gear this mission up for sure. Alright, so things we need. Number 1, more armor. So I'm gonna buy 2 more Predator armors, even though I already have a bajillion of them. I definitely need 1 more of those huge, huge guns. We need a coil rifle for Dayan, a Gauss cannon for Vingtanier. I definitely want one of the what are they, mag shorties? Oh, there they are, all the way at the bottom. Boom, we'll buy one of those for Dayan as well. And then I think, how much money do we have left? 106? So let's gear out all this stuff we just bought first and see how it's gonna work out. So mag shorty here, mag rifle. Oh, good. I'm just gonna edit this. Okay, there we go. The gun is upgraded. Fantastic. We still haven't given Dayon a PCS. Should I give him depth perception? It makes a lot of sense. Let's do it. Boom. And then Wade Anthony's gonna need that suit of armor we got from before. Very nice. He's got the gremlin already. He's got a terrible Sten gun, but when does he ever shoot it, so who cares? Also, I think it was Johnny Maple who needed a piece of armor as well. Yep, he's got one now. So we're bringing Johnny Maple and Run PMC finally on a mission. They're gonna kill 30 enemies. That's gonna be crazy. Very, very, very crazy. And also Vinctoniner, of course, needs the gun, because I always love to forget my guns. And there we go. So we get some big guns now. We have some me and Run PMC and also Johnny Maple. This should do it. Off you go.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Alright, we got 6 hours here, extremely light. There's no reason not to just run this now, so let's go do it. Rescue resistance contacts with, what was it, Varnect, TD... Oh wait, no, not Varnect. I guess it was TD, Ian, and Dagger. Okay, well that's what we're doing right now. Let's roll. Alright, this is gonna be a little bit different than normal, and I'm looking forward to it. So the jailbreak's over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the evac's out there. I don't know what I gave TD for abilities. Does he have Oscar Mike? He is the captain here, and it looks like I gave him nothing. Wait, did I ever even train him as an officer? Because he has literally... Oh wait, no, Dagar is gonna be the officer, and he has focus fire. So we don't have Oscar Mike for once. Okay, very nice. Let's do slow-mo 1.4. And then let's get this show on the road. We don't also have Ghostwalker as well, so you need to be very careful this time around. It is extremely light, so there's only 6 to 9 enemies. I just, thanks to the hacky hacks, spotted a pod over there. So let's avoid them by coming over here instead. I guess I'll just go to that that box there. I'll put Dagar up here on the roof. I don't know how big that pod was over here. Looks like actually a drone, a solo drone, and then a snake over there. Now, again, keep in mind, if these guys get stuck, there's no way to get out of here. I want to take a little risk moving Dagger up very aggressively. I think that was an M3 mech? Yeah, there's no Ghostwalker, there's no nothing on this one.
Good to go.
This should be significantly more interesting. I have no idea why I geared this up, but I'm kind of glad I did, because it looks pretty fun. Okay, here comes the drone. Wow. Okay, it just flew right towards Ian. Luckily, it's an M1 drone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He doesn't even have Ghostwalker or Covert. So I'm kind of surprised it didn't see him. If that was an M-True drone, for sure, that would have spotted him. But that would have been pretty ridiculously bad. Alright, first, we have a hack here with TD. Reflexes 90, override 42. I don't really care about those right now. Then again, I guess since I have failsafe, there's no reason not to care about them. And I could override something, but that would create... I think override's when you control something, right? Is that what it is? I can't remember. Anyway, Dagar, move on up. Look at that crazy... Ooh, look at those civilians! We jumped right away from them, thank the heavens. Good, we see nothing. Let's keep moving up to this corner here. I want to make sure it's clear to get all the way across the map. And it looks like, for the most part, it is. Now then, it might make sense. Let's just get TD out of the way. Let's try to get Ian away from that solo drone. Like, where's the best place we can go? Up here in the corner? Yeah, I think we'll do that. Can we come down here as well? Only if we go through. So let's go up on the roof. Get away from the drone. Looks good. Oh. Okay. There's another solo drone. This is actually really, really, really tricky. Okay, let's move the guard down the street. See what's up. We see nothing. Really don't care so much about the hacking, but what is the hacking again? Let's just, I think reflexes is dodge. It's like 33% dodge. Who cares about that? Complete immunity for 2 attacks. That's what override is? Why would that be override? But, okay. I don't care about either of those things. Let's just get down the street.
Moving out.
Then again, I might have just moved TD in a place where the drone's gonna move up and see him. I guess we'll find out soon enough. How can we avoid getting spotted here? We need to definitely come this way. And then we need to come as far as we can. Can we get that way? No, we get spotted. Can we get here? Spotted. Everywhere do we go, we're getting spotted. Okay, well let's just come down to that corner then with Ian. Also, it looks like slow-mo went away, so let's put it back up. Slow-mo 1.2. And we might as well just keep scouting here with Dagar. It certainly doesn't hurt. Hopefully that drone doesn't come directly on top of TD. Nope, it's just flying about. Alright then, let's move up with TD. We can spot a little bit. This is like so much more fun without a shinobi. Who can just like waltz in by himself and then just Oscar Mike command everyone to get out. We see nothing. Now I'm pretty concerned about there being something over here. Let's bring Dagar way down here near the map border. I want to get a wide view on the evac. It looks fairly safe for now. Usually there's something near the evac. Let's get Dagar away from that drone. But not someplace that some magical pod could come out of nowhere and spot him, so maybe here. Okay, and then Ian just needs to get down the street because we're running out of time. Runny run. Yes. Okay then. Well, Dagar, if you would be so kind as to go scout to the evac, looks clear. Now then, what is our plan for getting these guys out? So they're all in here, we come in, we hack them out, and then if there's probably a door over here to come out, and then, or the alternative is to come back this way to this door and then run them through this way. Which probably makes a lot of sense. Let's bring Dagar down to a sort of safe place this way. Well, I want to start looking down the street, but safely, because that was his second move. We see nothing. Let's see then. There's a door up here with TD. Let's move up closer to the door, see if we can get in. Looks like it's clear so far. Let's go up to the door. Also clear. Very good. So Ian, just run down the street. This is significantly more tense. Significantly. Oh, hello, drone. God, that drone. It's gonna be a little bit of an issue. Let's have TD open the door. Alright, now let's move up to the next door with TD. He should be fine. Now let's open this door. Is there a button for open door? I don't think so. Like a keybind? Because it's kind of annoying being on the second page. We see nothing. Now, do I want to commit TD to going in there right now, knowing there's a drone there? That's going to be highly reliant on what we see up here with Dagar. Well, let's move up. And we see nothing. Okay, let's move up again. Still nothing. But this gives me confidence that I can come inside this door with TD, with TD here. With his second move, and it won't be the end of the world. But I also want to make sure I don't go all the way to that corner in case there's a pod in there ready to murder me. And then let's move Ian up here to this window so we can keep eyes on that drone to see where he goes. Much, much, much more fun. Okay, drone, you're going upstairs, out the window. Fascinating. All right, now. So I know the drone's up here someplace. I really want to look inside this door. The drone should not see Dagar down here, so let's move up. Let's open the door. Is there a pod in here? No, that means it's safe for TD to move to a place that where he can hack the door next turn. But don't forget though, we don't have Oscar Mike, so I gotta kind of get this show on the road. Where should I do that from? Should I do it from here? Also, I'm gonna lose concealment with everybody when this happens. If I come here, I should be able to step out and hack, but I'm not sure if the game will technically recognize that as a thing. So rather than do that, is there any visibility from the drone on the roof? It looks like the drone's right there, I just found by mistake. It can't see down right now, but it could fly down here next turn, so let's move TD far enough that if the drone did come down and activated, it couldn't immediately... Well, then again... Yeah, so it couldn't immediately stun him from the yellow alert that I'm about to induce. I am gonna hack it right now, and then let's get... Ian's our best bet to kill that drone. So I think what we want to do is have him inside someplace like this. Actually, let's put him up here to the corner. And we'll shut the door. To avoid any sneaky sneaks. Very good. Okay. Now, Dagar, I probably want to have shut this door. And then I very likely want to run away with him to, like, the back corner or something like this. Oh, no, not that way, but you'll get spotted. Yep. Back around this way. That's the way to do it. And now we hack the door. So we have 81, 51, and 83. I think watch list is extra rebels. What region is this in? This is in Western US. That's definitely what I want, is more rebels. Oh wait, that's not what watch list is. It's reduce contact. Alright, that's good enough. I don't care about a superior PCS. A boom, TD. Oh, really? Really? God, I have just not been having the time of my life with hacks in this campaign.
I'm in. Cover's blown.
Alright, everyone's revealed. Very sneaky. Matthew Rand. This guy has got the greenest of green suits if ever I've seen a green suit before. Let's bring him directly out the door like that to minimize any activations. We'll come over here and get him ready to next turn dash out with everybody. A same deal for everyone else. Basically get them out. I'm wondering if I should have commanded with Dagar. No, I couldn't have actually. Or at least not safely. Okay, and then Ian's just gonna overwatch, and then we're gonna slow-mo 1.1 to speed this up. The drone on the roof is on alert now. He should, if he's smart, come down the stairs. Looks like he didn't. Here's a question: when I open this door, will we see anything? Answer: no. Do I want to make a full-on dash? Probably not. Why don't I just dash out to this cover out here and see if we activate something? Answer: no, because I can hit tab. And then we'll come out here. You know what? Let's stay in the same general area. Matthew Rand can come there. Oh, good lord! Why so much noise? Kate Garcia, you're there. And Kateri Gibson. I want to get them all places that next turn they can dash to the evac. That looks good. Ian's still in concealment, technically. Let's move him out here. Get, like, eyes on, like, over here, because I heard a mech. Also, maybe he can see up here and see the drone. Nope, no such thing. Dagar can leave whenever he would like. Leaving just TD, who really needs to get out here as well. Hopefully this doesn't activate. I don't think it would. Then again, I think everyone went through that window. Alright, we overwatch. And... oh, hey drone! Hello! Yep, Dagar! Swing and a miss! 45% drone. No one really cares about this because obviously we win. Everyone out. Carrie, you're out. Kate, you're out. Who's this? Matthew Rand, you sir are out. And then also, what? Bernadette Bernard? Bernard. That's one of my favorite sayings ever. And then, do I want to try to kill that drone? Maybe. Let's bring Ian over here. Well, first, let's evac all of these rebels. Get them out of the way. And then the reason for doing that is that Ian will have... well, he doesn't really need proximity bonus. He'll have Lone Wolf from being out here, but he'll also have Shadow Strike. So just for the fun of it, 100% to hit, 50% to crit, Ian, drone! Wow. This is like the Malefic Max episode, where literally nothing happened except... was that the next episode? Episode 8? I think it was something else. Nothing happened except Max took one shot and killed a drone. But alas, so we win. And unlike the prior episode, this one is deserving of a flawless victory. That was a lot more engaging in the absence of a hack shinobi. Immo. What do we get? What do we get? We got one promotion for Ian, and that's about it. Unfortunately, Dagar is just being a pain for the leveling up. What do I want to do with Ian? Obviously concealed because Shadow Strike. I mean, I thought maybe something... I'm pretty sure Coup de Grace only works on swords, even though it doesn't say anything about it, but regardless. A whole bunch more rebels, let's go assign them right now, and look at this ridiculous mint green. We're gonna have to find something to do with Matthew Rand in just a minute. But for now, where did those rebels come from? They came from Western US. See, now this is what I'm used to. Like, I have a haven here that I contacted, what, a few weeks ago? And I am pumping out literally 10 people. 10! Plus a scientist, and yeah, we can actually detect Liberation 3 not too long from now. So let's come back here and get to work on that.
For Sector 9, Western United States.
And how the heck long is Varnek being trained for? Because I need to infiltrate that black site.
We have no new supplies coming in. We'll need to seek out new means of replenishing our resources.
Varnek, 2 days. Okay. In 2 days, we gear up the black site. Let's do that. Scan for 2 days. What do we see? A mission over here, 7 days, smash and grab. Actually, this one's very nice. This one I will do, finally. I keep saying I'll do them, and then I keep changing my mind as I get there. But this one's huge amount of infiltration time. It's only light, and it's in a low-strength region, so I can bring, like, not the best squad per se, because everyone's busy training and such. So I'm gonna gear this up. And here's the squad. It's the boys going in with Macronova subbing in for Killjoy as she's currently training. Also, I need to build an SMG, or a sub-coiler, as it were, for Book of Eons, because it got taken off while she was training. A boom, and then let's give also whatever kind of things we can give, which is like nothing. I really need to get better stuff. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. I have 4 slots on everybody, and I'm equipping like 1 item on everyone. Also, I might as well give Book of Eons Iron Skin because, you know, there's so many berserkers who want a melee her. Maybe that'll delay them. But yeah, here's the squad. 6 people. It's mostly for control because I don't necessarily need to kill everything. I don't have a burnination to ambush stuff. I'm just gonna go in, control as many things as possible, grab as much loot with, I'm not even sure who. I wanted to bring one other person, but unfortunately it goes just over the 7 days, 18 hours if I try to put someone in. I really, really wanted to bring Dagar for this, because he would be the most fantastic person for grabbing loot. But then again, you can only grab 1 loot, and it's probably not worth it. 1 loot apiece. So we'll get in, we'll grab, I don't know, a couple loots, and we'll get out in the future. For now, we infiltrate.
Deployed.
Okay, now back to scanning Western US, looking for Lib 3, waiting for Varnek to finish training, and then we can gear up the black site. And what do we find now? We find a sabotage monument to get attention. Don't want to get attention. Something just finished at 100%. What is that? Why did the geoscape just pause? No, oh, Xgator is at 100%. He's going to be done in 3 days, 17 hours. I don't see any reason to do that until it's... Wait, did it say extremely light already? No, it's light moderate. Alright, we'll just wait on that as long as we can. Looks like Robert Thomas is done training. Very good. Who was the next person? It looks like Jseth. Alright, let's go find some more rookies to go in. But I definitely need some more technicals for training liaisons. So I think what I'm going to do, we'll put in Esha as a technical, very good health to survive and will, that's fine. And then also Matthew Rand, I need another shinobi, like an actual scouty scout shinobi. And he looks perfect for that role. So GTS, Matthew Rand, boom, Usar shinobi. And Esha Yadav, who will soon get renamed, will become a technical. Boom. Alright, let's keep scanning. Laser sights. Alright, new project. Can I do it advanced? I don't think I can, because who knows where my advanced laser sights even are. Incendiary grenades are really not that expensive. I could save like a few alloys or something, and maybe like a little bit of supplies. Let's just train that, because I don't want to mess around looking for all my weapons and such. Now, Varnek, 15 hours, South Africa. We had a new person, we're up to 12, 1 more. And we'll have a full haven again. Then again, there's probably some faceless in there. Ooh, I just saw the strength in Western US go up to 5. Looks like we found a neutralized target liberation hinder advent operations. This is what we were looking for. It's a liberation 3, and unfortunately, it's 1 day, 19 hours. However, we do get an extra resistance contact if we can capture the VIP. Can we do that? Where is everyone? I'd have to send Varnak to go do this right now. Okay, apparently there's another mission here. Ooh. Prevent a resistance data leak. Destroy the relay. If we do this, this will prevent a retaliation. So we know there's a retaliation coming over here in 2 days, 19 hours. If we can destroy this mission, it will prevent the retaliation. It'll probably be better for us to prevent the retaliation because we won't lose some civilians. Good lord. So I need to queue up a lot of stuff. I wanted to just like end the episode and go edit, and now I need to think about how the heck am I going to squeeze in that lib 3, which is like 1 day, and this destroy relay, which is 2 days, 19 hours. I kind of want to get them both in. But first, let's see what's up with the missions. Xwynns is here with 153%. I could boost this right now and do it at 200%. But really, is it worth it? Should I just take a risk for this and try desperately to get it done right now? I think I should. And then I can immediately take Xwynns and either go do that mission. How long till Varnak's done? 9 hours? I don't think we can wait 9 hours. How could I 3-man a mission? Let's take a look at the barracks. Alright, I've discovered how I can do it. I can actually send Xwynns and Max in by the onesies to destroy this relay. Max, with a coil shotgun, whatever that's called, can rapid fire it, be commanded, and rapid fire it again, and with his incredible HP can survive any attacks and then run away. It's gonna be pretty freaking crazy, but I think I can do it in 2 days, 19 hours. However, in order to gear it up, I'm going to immediately need to run this mission right now with Xwynns. So let's go do it. Okay then, this one's gonna be pretty tricky. And the reason is, Slow-Mo 1.3, that we did this a little sooner than I would have liked out of necessity. I also do not like the fact that I can't see anything with Varnak right now. Or Xwynns rather. I always get everyone confused. Like, I can't even see around this corner. This building, however, is a good line of sight blocker, I think, if you're inside of it. No, actually there's windows going right through it. We need to get from where we are over to here. It doesn't look that tricky. But how's the best way to go? There's 15 enemies on this map, which is far more than I would like. And getting this done means the Liberation, what was it, 2 is complete in this region? I don't know how to get over there. I mean, the high cover car, the high cover tree, the VIP's in the way. Like, this is the worst possible spawn. And I feel like I need to move quickly. Okay, let's do this. Let's move up to this tree here with Xwynns. We see nothing. Let's move up to this tree. I usually like to go wide one side, wide the other side. Okay, 2 M3 sentries, you say? Well, in that case, we're definitely not going in that direction. Let's run back here with whoever this guy is. And why is it not slow-moing? Let's do 1.5. Alright, we have 4 of 15 enemies spotted. Let's come generally over to, I think, the middle here.
Target position now.
Reason being, we'll see the middle of the street and I'll see through. This is where I need to bring the VIP. So why don't we move up to this wall right there, look inside that building from multiple windows. We see that it's generally clear. So let's run the VIP down the street here. Okay, how the heck are we gonna pull this off? We need to get up on this roof. Is the roof safe? Very likely not. Let's pop Ghostwalker to be careful. Let's go up on the roof. We see nothing. Let's move up as close as we can in this window. And we see nothing. What this means is I should be clear. Is this a safe place though? I didn't actually check the line of sight. I think it is. I think this is gonna be good. Let's dash up here. I should have checked the line of sight first to make sure he wasn't going to activate that pod, but I'm pretty sure it's far enough away. We don't have... Oh! I just saw something smash over here like glass, indicating that there's a drone over there. So from where we are, how close can this Yima get? Not even remotely. We're going to need at least one more turn. So in order to facilitate this, let's move up to this corner. We do have Ghostwalker active. Holy wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's a lot of guys, but now we know where they are. So I think we can do this. Let's move the VIP as close as we can get without actually spotting any of this stuff. We want to come up the middle here. Looks, where the heck, it doesn't actually show that we're spotting this stuff no matter where we go. That's gotta be, what? Do I trust this? I'm using the new gotcha whatever, so... According to this, we're not gonna see any of those guys if we run up to here. That's gotta be wrong. So the new gotcha mod probably... Okay, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't trust it one bit. I have learned to trust nothing. Especially not this stuff. Let's come over here. I think this is probably the closest we can get. Let's do that. I don't want to do any more than that. I really do not think it's being 100% accurate in this case. And we'll leave Varnick here. And then I'm hoping next turn I can just hack this. Because if not, I don't know how else I'm going to manage to get this done. So the VIP is here. He can go that far. How many tiles can he move with each movement point is the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 7. It looks like. So if I was over here, how would we get up the ladder though? Oh, look at this. There is no way to get up the front here. You have to go all the way around there and up that way. So we're gonna have to go some other direction. This is actually fun. And I also lost Ghostwalker. And I don't have grapple. Oh, I don't know why I don't have grapple on my Shinobis. But let's move up to here then with Izgatora.
Moving to designated position.
Okay. Now, where can I move this VIP? Yep, look at this. Like, it shows me getting line of sight here, but if I'm on a rooftop with this VIP, it shows me as not having line of sight. What if I were on the ground down here? Does it say line of sight? No. I have no line of sight on any tile until I get to here. Something's wrong with this, for sure. Like, I know they'll see me if I move here, like, for instance. And it's showing me that I'm flanked if I go here. So obviously the mod is inaccurate in this case. Okay, well I guess we're flying blind. And what this means is I need to get over here and up there, and I need to get as far to the left as possible. Maybe I should just come up to the other roof. Will they see me over here? I hope not. Alright, I want to come over to this tile here, but before I do, I want to make sure it's clear with Izgatora. Let's come over to this double corner cover. We saw nothing on the way up. Alright, let's dash up here now with Yima. Rooftop to rooftop. Okay, now, how close can I get to the evac? Still not enough. Well, if I commanded and Oscar mic'd, I could do it. Do we have the range? Nope, we don't. I could move once, Oscar Mike, and then command. Let's try doing that. Let's come down to this corner here. Actually, no, we're gonna have to like really go all in on this if we're gonna do it. Right into the street. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Oh, fantastic. Okay, let's move up here with these Gatora. We do see the enemies. They're right there. Let's see. No, I can't do anything right now if I want to be careful about this. So what we're actually gonna do is Overwatch and stand still. And if they come out, they go on alert, they go into Overwatch, then so be it. Okay, that's exactly what they did. And also they're going really slow. 1.3. Well, they didn't go into Overwatch, they just like woke up. Oh, hello! A sectoid commander and a couple snakes. This is very dangerous though. Oh, nope, he did go into Overwatch. We got 2 of them. How the heck am I gonna pull this off then? Especially without grapple. How far can the VIP get? Nope, not close enough. He's either gonna need a command or an Oscar Mike. Wow, this is... If I Oscar Mike, then Izgatora can't make it out this turn. If I move up and command... I mean, it looks like Xwynns does have this really weird way that he can, like, go over here without being spotted. Although he can't get all the way here without being spotted, though. Or I could hack it, I suppose, if I wanted to. And then we're still gonna have to run multiple Overwatches. At least if I run forward, we'll be sort of in cover, but he only has 5 HP. It would make more sense to run the Overwatch with Xwynns, but then we won't be able to command or Oscar Mike this guy. Huh. I'm in a bind. Well, I think the smartest thing to do is to move back here with Xwynns to someplace we won't be spotted, and maybe next turn potentially won't get spotted as well. It makes a lot of sense to do something like this and just sort of like hack it.
Okay.
So, boom, we come back here, blue move, and now we command Yima, who's gonna have the run of his life here. He's got 3 actions. Let's see if he can definitely make it out. But he's gonna have to run the Overwatch. So the first tile's gonna be forward, for sure. And that's where he's gonna pull this Overwatch. And then we're gonna have to go... Wait, is that where he's gonna pull that Overwatch? I don't think it is. Let's go that way then, so he pulls the Overwatch this way, and then we'll have to do something like this. You know what, though? Let's cancel that for a second. Because I know there's something else on Overwatch back there. What if... whatever that is... sees where he is. So why don't we go there? Just because we need to get over this tile anyway. Why don't we hit this just in case whatever is back here on Overwatch gets a shot. He'll at least be in cover and pull the shot there. And then we come up here and then we run out. All right, Yima, now's your time to shine. Good luck, sir. Here comes the Overwatch shot in the low cut. Oh, that didn't work. 42%. Shut down. No Liberation 2 for us. Alright, also a slow-mo 1.5. I just have to pray these guys give me an opportunity to get out of here. That looks like they really, really, really want to just go lay on top of his corpse for some reason. Yeah, I think it might have made more sense when I was down there and he was in the middle of the street to then Oscar Mike and command him. I'm trying to wonder now, like, what was I thinking? Was I thinking properly? I don't know. Let's Ghost Walker with Varnacht here. How close can we get to the evac? We can't make it out, but we can get on the roof. So let's do that. We can do over the roof. Nope, I can't even get up there if I do that. Wow. Wow. Well, we do have 2 turns of this. And they're blocking every conceivable exit. All right, let's do this with Varnacht then. Let's come down here and down there.
Moving out.
With Ghostwalker up. Oh my, what the sectoid? What the, are you kidding me? Okay. Xwynns, how the hell, what the hell was that? What the? What? So I'm pretty sure that the AI, once you've been revealed, or once they see you, knows where your concealed soldiers are. Because how the heck did that sectoid commander know to go from right there to this random tile to flank Xwynns? And then this muton runs from across the map and knocks him unconscious, which honestly is the best thing that could happen, because now he's captured and we can mount a rescue operation in the future. Wow, did I ever mess that one up? In fairness though, I really kind of wanted to not play this mission. Whoops. We'll come back for you, Xwynns. We will come back. Good lord. Well, there goes my plans of sending Max in with Izgadora. Where the heck is Varnect? He's 9 hours away from done being training? Okay then, well, let's revise the plan. This neutralized target is potentially doable, but you know what? Screw it. We'll just pass on it for now. I'm gonna scan till Varnect's done. Extract a lead, scientist intel package. I don't care about that. 11 hours. What's this? Another mission? Ambush a troop column. 2 days, 23 hours. Not happening. Alright, Varnect, finally! Varnect's done. Now, can I gear this mission up, though, is the question. 2 days, 10 hours to destroy a relay. I know that I need to get Christine's gun if I'm going to do this. That means I need to find wherever the heck I put her. Looks like I put her there. Let's kick her out, and then let's come over here and try to gear this up. Here's the squad. It's going to be Varnect and Max using Christine's gun. And look how ridiculous Max looks. I borrowed DD's suppressor for this, so we hit 2 days, 7 hours between the two of them. And then I'm probably going to boost it so we can get up to -2 ticks and have a good chance of pulling this off. I also gave Max all of Christine's gear, the tack plate, the new alloy plating I just researched. That's pushing him up to 12 health +7, and he also has 2 armor. That's going to be insane. He can survive quite a lot of stuff. And then Varnect here can, you know what? We probably don't need a distraction with a grenade, but we might need a med kit. Let's give him that. And otherwise, I think he's pretty fine. So we're going to send these 2 people in on a destroy relay, Liberation 2. And hopefully it goes, or is it just Liberation 3? I can't remember. Regardless, they're off.
Sky Ranger deployed. For Western United States.
And we scan. Always scanning. When's the month over? I hate this month. 5 days from now? Alright, Scruffy looks got field medic. Also, he had untouchable, but I don't think he really is ever going to need that. Who else can we give something to? For God's sakes, Bradford.
We'll need to seek out new means of replenishing our resources.
Ooh, Ian can get center mass. Oh my God, yes please, we'll put him in for that. That'll be amazing. Let's keep scanning. What's this? Hacker workstation, light. This looks like Liberation 1, 1 day, 15 hours, don't care. Boom. Henry's done with low profile. What can he get next? Implacable. Well, I mean, I guess that would be helpful, but it would take a long time to get it unlocked. What can Razor do? Center mass, untouchable? I do like center mass, but he's not really going to use it very much. Ooh, what can Dagard get? Shredder? Will to survive? Yes, 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 yes. He needs these things since we're actually using him now. Speaking of him, we don't have a liaison over here and doesn't... Actually, you know what? We can put Christine back in even with no gear, because now we know we can just run by the VIP if we spawn another rendezvous. Alright, South Africa, Chimi Bengu is done. Also, New Mexico, we have a new person. Let's see, strength is 3, so we're good in New Mexico to go on probably recruit. And we have 13 down here, but there's got to be at least some of them that are faceless. So why don't we keep doing like 1 or 2 more? And in the meantime, we'll just scan. Powered armor, fantastic. This is going to go to Razor like a post-haste. And at this point, I don't think it makes too much difference what we do. Why don't we continue rendering that Viper from 400 years ago? And then I'll have to decide again in 3 seconds. Also, wasn't I going to do this thing? Where the heck? All right, I sent these guys off. So when they're done, then I'll queue up the blacks or the facility. Viper Corpse. Okay, assign me to research. What do we want to do now? I'm guessing we'll just finish the faceless thing. I had it started anyway for the chameleon vest. It'll help with like these sneaky little missions.
You should establish contact with the local resistance network as soon as possible.
Should I?
The aliens are undoubtedly moving forward
Should
with their
what?
plans.
What the? Thanks, council guy. Anyway, Abuan's done. Alright, I retrained him. I think what I wanted to do with him is make him into like a hybrid tank. So let's go a sapper. And then heavy ordnance is kind of useful. But you know what? He has airdrop. Let's go formidable and combat fitness. Boom! We'll see how that works out in the future. For now, though, wait, I also wanted to respec Faleg. It's gonna take like 30 days to do it? And I think Faleg's off on one of these, havens someplace. Alright, we'll put Faleg in, boom, we'll retrain him. How long is that gonna take? 400 months, I'm guessing? Yep, 26 days. Alright, game will be over by the time Faleg's done training. But I guess we'll see. West Africa, another person. I'm just gonna go full recruit with everyone else after this point, so I can build up. I have enough intel, I think, to detect the invasion if it spawns. Recover item, 5 days, 21 hours. Yeah. Do I even have a squad to do this? Do I care about, I mean, 30 intel. So this mission is to find a lead for no intel package, but it's not gonna be Liberation 1 because I've already done that, which can only mean one thing. It's a precursor to a UFO. So I definitely do want to do this. However, I don't really have any squads capable of doing it. The boys are all out except Henry and Scruffy Look. Matt's, I guess I could maybe hobble together a squad. How is everyone else looking on infiltration around the world? So 97% Varnect over here, 1 hour. And then the boys have 2 days. And I think Macronova went along with them. Killjoy is 36 hours away from training. I could pull her out to do this. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to gear up a squad that's not ideal, so let's do it. And here's the squad, and good lord, do I feel like I am stretched thin at this point. I'm gonna go with 7 people, we're gonna over-infiltrate, and we're actually gonna boost, so I think that'll be under-infiltrated slightly. We're gonna give Razor the newfound Warden armor. Good god, is that who designed this? Who designed this? Alright, well, Razor's gonna be doing some pole dancing later tonight, but regardless, he's now got 22 health and 4 armor. He definitely looks like you wouldn't want to mess with him, right? Right? Anyway, that last piece of armor, let's give it to Buon, because he's kind of like a temporary tank in the meantime. I have like basic SMGs, no weapons. Mr. K, does he at least have a vibroblade? He has no armor. Yep, I just don't have any more armor. He's got a mag cannon. I can't afford anything. Scruffy Look has no armor. Matt's here as well. Alright, this is what we're gonna have to do here. This is gonna have to be boosted, and this is to detect a UFO if we succeed. So off you go. Good lord, Razor. Good lord.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Okay, and that's fantastic. Destroy the relay is next, and that's what I'm gonna start the next episode with. So it's gonna be, what is this mission again? It is, I don't, who even knows? I think it's Varnect and Max, that's who it is, going in to 2-man destroy a relay for to prevent a retail. That's what this is, and honestly, this is very important because my entire barracks is off doing something right now. So if there is a retail, I won't have anyone, I'll have to cancel a mission or something to do it. That or run one early. So we'll see when's we returning. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. And then we run out. All right, Yima, now's your time to shine. Good luck, sir. Here comes the Overwatch shot in the low cut. Oh, that didn't work. 42%, shut down. No Liberation 2 for us. Oh my, what the, sectoid? What the, are you kidding me? Okay. Izgatora, how the hell, what the hell was that? What the? What?